Sun-drenched, rhythm-soaked, and bursting with life, Trinidad and Tobago is where raw Caribbean energy meets deep cultural soul. From the electric streets of Port of Spain to the calm turquoise waters of Maracas Beach, Trinidad pulls you in fast and doesn't let go. This is an island where steel pan music echoes through the air, spice-rich food tells stories of centuries, and carnival explodes in color, sound, and freedom. Whether you're chasing festivals, flavors, rainforests, or sea breezes, Trinidad isn't just a destination, it's a feeling. Come curious, leave transformed. This isn't just a trip, this is an awakening. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago, where carnival isn't an event. It's a state of mind. From the very first beat of the steel pan, you feel it in your chest. The rhythm, the heat, the freedom. Trinidad is loud, proud, and unapologetically alive. Here, the streets of Port of Spain transform into a living ocean of color, feathers, and pure adrenaline. Soca music blasts from every corner, strangers become family, and the energy never sleeps. But Trinidad isn't only about carnival. This island has layers. One moment you're jumping in a band, the next you're biting into a hot doubles on the roadside, flavors exploding just as hard as the music. Venture beyond the city and you'll find lush rainforests, rare birds, hidden waterfalls, and calm beaches like Maracas that let you breathe before the next wave of excitement hits. The weather stays warm, the vibes stay high, and the culture stays real every single day. Trinidad doesn't ask you to watch. It dares you to feel, move, and lose yourself. If you're looking for the heart of Caribbean carnival, this is where it beats the loudest. Chapter 1. History and Carnival Origins. To understand carnival, you first have to understand Trinidad and Tobago itself, a land shaped by struggle, survival, and unstoppable expression. Trinidad's story begins with indigenous peoples, followed by Spanish, French, and British colonial rule. But it was during the era of African enslavement that the roots of carnival were truly planted. In the late 18th century, French settlers brought lavish masquerade balls to Trinidad. Enslaved Africans were banned from these celebrations, but when emancipation arrived in 1834, everything changed. Freed people took to the streets, transforming carnival into something powerful, rebellious, and deeply symbolic. This gave birth to Canboulay, a nighttime street procession filled with drums, chants, stick fighting, and fire, raw expressions of freedom and resistance. Colonial authorities tried to suppress these celebrations, banning drums and gatherings. But Trinidadians adapted. Out of oil drums and discarded metal came the steel pan, now the only acoustic instrument invented in the 20th century, and the heartbeat of Trinidad Carnival. Music styles like calypso and later soca emerged as voices of social commentary, storytelling, and pure joy. By the early 20th century, carnival had evolved into a national identity, centered in Port of Spain, where tradition met innovation. Masquerade costumes grew bolder, bands larger, and music louder. What began as resistance became celebration, without ever losing its soul. Today, Trinidad Carnival is the blueprint for carnivals around the world. It's not just a party, it's history in motion, culture in rhythm, and freedom on full display. Every jump, every beat, every costume carries the echoes of those who turned oppression into one of the greatest celebrations on earth. Chapter 2. Top Attractions and Culture. Trinidad doesn't slowly introduce itself. It hits you all at once. The heart of it all is Port of Spain, the capital city where culture lives loud and proud. Here, colonial-era buildings stand beside modern streets pulsing with music, food, and movement. At the center lies Queen's Park Savannah, one of the largest roundabouts in the world and the main stage for carnival bands, parades, and national celebrations. This is where history, sport, and festival energy collide. But Trinidad's culture goes far beyond the city. Head north, and you'll enter a completely different world at the Asa Wright Nature Center, a rainforest sanctuary famous for hummingbirds, rare wildlife, and mist-covered trails. It's proof that this island isn't just about noise. It knows when to slow down and breathe. Then, just a short drive away, the road opens up to Maracas Beach, where turquoise waves meet golden sand and the smell of fresh bacon shark fills the air. Culture in Trinidad and Tobago is deeply multicultural. African, Indian, European, Chinese, and Middle Eastern influences blend seamlessly into everyday life. This diversity shines through festivals like Diwali, Eid, Christmas, and Emancipation Day, all celebrated with equal pride. Music is everywhere. Calypso tells stories, soca fuels carnival, and steel pan carries the island's soul. What makes Trinidad special isn't just its attractions, it's the people. Warm, expressive, and unapologetically real. Here, culture isn't preserved behind glass. It's lived on the streets, cooked in kitchens, danced at sunrise, and shared with anyone willing to join in. Trinidad doesn't just show you culture, it pulls you straight into it. Chapter 3: Food, Shopping, and Local Life. If you really want to know Trinidad and Tobago, you don't start with museums. You start on the street corner, food in hand. Trinidadian food is loud, layered, and unforgettable, just like the island itself. One bite, and you understand the culture. From early morning, vendors serve doubles, soft barra bread, soaked in spicy chickpeas, pepper sauce, and chutney. It's cheap, fast, and addictive. By lunchtime, it's all about roti, flaky wraps packed with curry chicken, goat, shrimp, or vegetables, reflecting strong Indian influences. Head to Maracas Beach, and you'll find the island's most iconic dish, bake and shark. Freshly fried shark, tucked into warm bread, loaded with toppings and sauces, eaten with sand on your feet, and music in the background. This isn't restaurant food, it's experience food. Local life happens around it. Shopping in Trinidad is equally vibrant. Traditional markets buzz with color, noise, and negotiation. You'll find spices, fresh produce, handmade crafts, and local snacks stacked high. In Port of Spain, modern malls and duty-free shops sit alongside street vendors selling everything from carnival accessories to homemade sweets. Nothing feels rushed, everything feels human. But what truly defines local life is the rhythm. People talk, they lime, they laugh loudly. Music spills from cars, shops, and homes. Neighbors know each other. Strangers become friends in minutes. Whether it's a casual roadside chat, a late-night food stop, or a spontaneous street party, Trinidad runs on connection. Here, food feeds more than hunger. Shopping is more than buying. And daily life isn't something you observe, it's something you're invited into. Come hungry, come open, and Trinidad will take care of the rest. Chapter 4: Beaches, Hotels, and Stays. After the music fades and the streets catch their breath, Trinidad and Tobago shows you its calmer side. Sun, sea, and serious relaxation. Trinidad's beaches are raw, natural, and refreshingly real. They're not overbuilt or overly polished, and that's exactly the charm. Maracas Beach is the island's most famous stretch of sand, where green hills roll down to crashing waves and food stalls keep the vibe alive all day. It's social, scenic, and full of local energy. Just a short drive away, Las Cuevas Beach offers a quieter escape with calmer waters, cleaner sands, and a laid-back atmosphere perfect for swimming and slow afternoons. For travelers seeking something more secluded, Tyrrico Bay delivers untouched beauty, hidden, peaceful, and almost secret, ideal for those who want the ocean to themselves. When it comes to staying options, Trinidad covers every travel style. In Port of Spain, you'll find modern hotels, business class stays, and boutique accommodations close to nightlife, carnival routes, and cultural hubs. These are perfect for first-time visitors and carnival travelers who want to stay close to the action. Move outside the city, and guest houses, eco-lodges, and beachfront stays offer a more relaxed local experience, often surrounded by nature and run by families who treat guests like friends. Unlike many resort-heavy Caribbean islands, Trinidad's stays feel connected to real life. You're not sealed away. You're part of the environment. You wake up to local sounds, local food, and local conversations. Whether you choose a city hotel, a coastal guest house, or a hidden eco-retreat, Trinidad doesn't just give you a place to sleep, it gives you a place to belong. Chapter 5: Weather and best time to visit. When planning a trip to Trinidad and Tobago, timing matters. But the good news is Trinidad stays warm, vibrant, and welcoming year-round. The island enjoys a tropical climate with consistent temperatures averaging between 25 degrees Celsius and 31 degrees Celsius, making it comfortable for travel in almost any season. There are two main periods to know: the dry season and the wet season. The dry season, from January to May, is the most popular time to visit. Days are sunnier, humidity is lower, and outdoor activities, from beach time to hiking and city exploration, are at their best. This period also includes Trinidad's biggest global attraction, Carnival, usually held in February or early March. During these weeks, the island reaches full throttle. Flights fill fast, hotels sell out, and prices rise. But the energy, music, and cultural intensity are unmatched. If Carnival is your goal, plan and book early. The wet season, running from June to December, brings higher humidity and short, heavy rainfall, often in the afternoons or evenings. But don't let that scare you off. This is when the island turns greener, waterfalls are fuller, and travel costs drop. It's a great time for nature lovers, budget travelers, and those who prefer fewer crowds. Importantly, Trinidad sits south of the main hurricane belt, meaning severe storms are rare compared to other Caribbean islands. So when is the best time to visit? For Carnival and culture, February to March. For sun and sightseeing, January to April. For budget travel and nature, June to October. No matter when you arrive, Trinidad delivers warmth, not just from the weather, but from its people, rhythm, and non-stop Caribbean soul. In the end, Trinidad and Tobago is more than a destination. It's a reminder of how life is meant to be lived. This is a place where history becomes music, struggle turns into celebration, and culture isn't preserved in silence but shouted, danced, and sung into the streets. From Carnival's explosive energy to quiet coastal moments, Trinidad shows you every side of the Caribbean soul. What makes this island unforgettable isn't just the festivals, beaches, or food, it's the spirit. People take time to connect. They celebrate difference. They find joy even in the ordinary. Trinidad teaches you that happiness doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It's created, shared, and protected through community. So if you're planning your next journey, don't just look for comfort, look for meaning. Come ready to move with the rhythm, taste the culture, and respect the stories behind every celebration. Whether you stay for Carnival or come in the quiet season, the island gives back what you bring: energy, curiosity, and openness. Now the call is yours. Step out of routine. Choose experience over excuses. Let Trinidad remind you that life isn't about watching moments pass. It's about jumping in, feeling deeply, and celebrating fully. Travel boldly, live loudly, and carry the rhythm with you long after the music fades.